Hi, how you doing? My name's Steve. I'm from Ginger Cat Software. Today we're looking at our web analytics defensive product. What this little device does is it looks at what's going on in your logs, it gives you some live data, also gives you that information in a number of different formats. And anyway, let's just have a look at what the thing can do, and then you'll have a better understanding. So the first thing you might want to do is to view the current live data. So I just hit the number 3, hit return, and bang, there you have it. Instant snapshot of what's going on with my web server and also the SSH login attempts. So if we have a look at the top there, you can see it's refreshing every 10 seconds. There's been about 48 attempts on WordPress, 26 404s. You look down the bottom, there's the SSH login attempts. There's been 766 of those so far today. So yeah, some interesting snapshot of exactly what's going on in your server. I've actually used this. I've seen a server or been trying to get onto my server and it's been slow, and occasionally, I've been able to work out typically SSH scripting attacks and things like that. Yeah, so I've been able to actually jump on the server while it's live and actually clean up some of the nasty things that can happen to an average web server, and in particular a small web server. But anyway, let's quick back to the main menu. One of the things this will do is it'll take all of those IP addresses and create a basic list, and that's where we start to have some fun. So if I hit the number 1 there, as you can see, it's created a great big list in the same directory, and it's called IPS. And as you can see, there's quite a number of IP addresses there. I think there's about 135 there. So the next thing we can do is we can generate firewalls. For example, I could generate a Cisco firewall, and I just have to type the name of the file, which is IPS. Bang, you can see it's created a Cisco-based firewall. But this is a Linux machine, so we're going to run the firewall locally. We'll run IP tables in this instance. Hit number 5 and type IPS. Bang. As you can see, it's created a nice big list of firewalls. So now, if I go back into the shell, alright, so you can see a file there called IPs to firewall Cisco and IPs to firewall SH. That's the one we want. So I go sudo sh chmod plus executable that particular file. I can now that's importing all of those IP addresses into my actual current live firewall. It can be very useful if you're finding 1 or 2 IP addresses that are particularly nasty. Another option is just to actually keep an eye on a couple of IP addresses. Sometimes people just might make typos or weird things might happen. So if you hit number 6, you'll see a report that comes up. Now that's saved to a directory called human logs. I'll just see if the firewall's loaded now. Now we'll just open up that watch list. And as you can see, there's a whole lot of information. As you can see, the fact that I've added these IP addresses to the firewall is actually noted. But if we go down a bit, we can see some of the things that these IP addresses have done. This has been a sort of a connect attempt, some sort of reverse proxy, and obviously basically some nasty stuff people do out on the web there. Anyway, my little web server's a bit safer today because of this. If you're comfortable with the command line and you're running a Unix, Linux-based server, or we're also looking at developing this on Mac OS X, get in touch. Send an email to steveabrahall@gmail.com. I'll just repeat that, steveabrahall@gmail.com, and maybe we can get you a copy. We'll need to know exactly which version of the operating system you're using. But yeah, I think this is a really useful little tool, and it'd be interesting if you're wanting to contribute, interested in some feedback. Thanks a lot for your time. Hope you're having a great day. Bye for now.